Alright, Shalom. I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of great ministry that rule well, and salutations to the Akim around the world that pushes truth in sincerity. I'm going to do a short breakdown here and beware of spiritual attacks and seducing spirits. Because really and truly, the both of them must go hand in hand, right? Because seducing spirits is what is actually trying to affect you and cause you to do the wrong thing, right? It's the same spirits that is be causing these attacks either directly or they could do it subtly, as you'll get more into that as we go down. Right, I will start off with 2 Corinthians 13 verse 5, right? It says, examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Because through that examining, through that discernment, you could be able to know right from wrong. You could be able to know if a spirit trying to cause you to do something, if that's a good or a bad spirit, or if that spirit trying to get you to do a good thing, or if it's trying to get you to do a bad thing. Right? It say prove your own. It say prove your own selves. It say know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua Mashiach is in you, except ye be reprobate. Now that reprobate goes back to being void of righteous judgment. If it's a man of the Most High, you would have righteous judgment, and through the scriptures you would have the discernment to know that if a spirit trying to cause you to do something, you would know if that spirit is good and trying to cause you to a good thing, or if it's the opposite. Right? Now that is mostly for men, because women don't have this kind of discernment. When spirits cause them to do things, they just go along with it because they don't have that wisdom and discernment to be able to discern right from wrong properly. They just go with what feels good or how the feelings operate. But as a man of the Most High, you will be able to know if it's a wicked spirit trying to cause you to error, or if it's a good spirit trying to cause you to do the right thing. So this is 1 John 4 verse 1. It says, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they be of the Most High. So if you realize a spirit putting certain ideas in your head to try to get you to do certain things, through discernment you could be able to know if that's a good spirit or a bad spirit. You understand? If it's Satan or if it's a spirit trying to get you to do something good. They say because many false prophets are going out into the world, and you often see, if you're in the truth long enough, you'll see that very often you'll sit down and you go just have random thoughts just flowing into your head from nowhere, just keep coming in your head and causing you to think all kind of foolishness. Through the spirit you could know that that is a wicked spirit trying to get you to think things you're not supposed to be thinking about. You understand? You could be able to use discernment through the scriptures and the spirit to know if that is a good spirit or if it's a bad spirit. You could be able to try that spirit and know. If you don't try the spirit and you just go along with whatever that spirit tells you to do, then you'll end up being foolish. So there's 1 Chronicles 21 verse 1, right? To say, and Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to number Israel. Now this was at that point in time, Satan was provoking David, putting thoughts into his head. You understand? And David didn't discern the spirit to know, well, this is something I shouldn't do because the repercussions for it will be bad. I'll jump to verse 3, right? It say, and Joab answered, the Lord make his people an 100 times so many more as they be. But my lord the king, are they not all my lord's people? Why then doth my lord require this thing? Why will he be the cause of trespass to Israel? Because Joab, he was discerning the spirit that was going on. He knew that what David was asking was against what he was supposed to be doing. That is why he used the term trespass. He knew that that is not something that David was supposed to do. Through wisdom and discernment, he was saying, this is wrong. We should not do this. But David still did it because he's the king. And then the penalty for it afterwards was that thousands of Israelites died. You understand? But all of this goes back to discerning the spirit. Because there will have spirits that will come around you occasionally and try to get you to do certain things. And sometimes it could be a spirit on you that trying to get you to do something good or something that is righteous, and then it will have spirits on you that will be trying to get you to do something bad or unlawful. Like you have times a brother will be saying down, the spirit will come on him and let him do a video that is something righteous, and then the spirit might try to fill up his head about some wicked thoughts that he should do, or something wicked about his brother that is not true, and try to get him to error. Through wisdom and discernment, you could be able to try these spirits and know if the spirit is something to rebuke or if it's something to listen to. But if you don't have that discernment, you will fault it. It said in 1 Timothy 4 verse 1, it say, "Now the Spirit speaketh excessively, that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils." And all these things is because by spirits, through things like offense, through things like disapproval. Like for example, you go have something in the scriptures that some people might hear, and it will cause offense to them, and that spirit will come and whisper in their ears and tell them, you don't need to do this and you don't need to do that, and this is something that the scriptures say you're supposed to do. Automatically that spirit sway them away from the truth. You understand? They give heed to seducing spirits, a spirit that was trying to turn them away from Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and what it is he says right and wrong. Or you'll even see it in terms of like, it have things like offenses, and then it have things like, it have many other different things. I'll name one just now, but I don't remember. It have many different things that people does actually stop following the truth for, and the spirits is becoming on them and invigilating them and focusing on that main problem to get them to do the wrong thing. You'll see a man have an issue with a brother, and a spirit would see that, and it would try to invigilate him to have a bigger issue with his brother, or even to escalate that situation to make it worse, because that spirit know that he don't want you and your brother to get along. You understand? Right, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. And that is what most people just fall to, giving heed to seducing spirits, because that spirit know your likes and dislikes. It will see something, that spirit will see something that you take offense for or that you don't like, and it will target that and try to get you to do the wrong thing, or try to get you to do something that you're not supposed to do. And from there you ought to be able to discern if to listen to the spirit or if to rebuke it. If you don't have that discernment, then you'll fall and you'll give in. See, I want to go to the etymology of the word seduce. Alright?
Strong's G 4108, planos. Planos.
Planos, right? Planos. It say wandering, roving, right? It say misleading, leading into error, because that is what these seducing spirits does do. They just try to lead you to error or to do the wrong thing. It say a vagabond, a tramp, and you know, a tramp is also another example of a woman, you understand, who does cause men to do nonsense. It's called she a tramp, a woman who does just cause problems. I say imposter, and that's our next good word for it, because when these spirits trying to inveigle you to do the wrong thing, they just try to present themselves as if they are something good, or if they try to present themselves as good spirits, or how the scriptures say even Satan's, just paraphrasing, Satan's something, they make themselves as angel of light. I don't remember exactly how to paraphrase the scripture properly, but they just try to make themselves appear as they are good spirits trying to tell you to do the right thing, when really and truly they're trying to get you to error, so that when you do error, you'll have to pay the penalty for it. It's a corrupter, deceiver. These are all different examples of a seducing spirit. They just try to corrupt you, mislead you, and to get you to error, because they know that the people in the world who are erring willfully already belong to them. So you are their target. So they're always trying to get you to do the wrong thing, and there's mostly target what it is you have an issue with, and there's amplify that. So, there's just a few scriptures. I don't want to go too long talking about spiritual attacks and seducing spirits, because really and truly these same seducing spirits as well as attack you. Sometimes they just do it directly, and then I say sometimes they just do it in the most subtle ways. Sometimes they just try to come real nice and calm and whisper in your ears, trying to get you to do something you're not supposed to do, but at the same time trying to make you believe that it's something good. Or they might even come on the physical level, because these spirits could jump on people. They might come and jump on somebody close to you, or somebody you consider, and try to get them to make you to error, which is the same. There's like similar like what happened to Judas Iscariot when Satan did descend into him. You understand? And then he went and do what it is he went and do. These same spirits does jump on people close to you and move them to try to get you to do the wrong thing. Something similar like the situation with Adam and Eve. The serpent couldn't get to Adam, so he get to Adam through Eve. And the same way seducing spirits could get to you if they realize they can't do it directly. They will try to get you to do it. They'll try to get you to do it through somebody close to you. So all these things, there's be things to be mindful of. And with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and Rubel, and salutations to the Akim around the world that pushes truth in sincerity. Shalom.